Reese Royal, Tony Barbados, Royalty, and yours truly. I am Queen Aisha. Truth is, your listening experience has just been updated. Truth is, we're ready. Are you? Here's your host, Reese Royal.
Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth. And today, as always, you know how our show's supposed to start. And I go clearly to say, this is our mission is to be informative with accurate knowledge, never to direct, but only guide you towards the truth. Let me thank God for life and opportunity for us to come together. And a shout out to Linda B. I love you as always. Music director Puma Kazi and the Day's True Squad. Let me let you know who's in here with us today. Now, Royalty hasn't gotten here. I haven't talked to him. Queen Aisha hasn't gotten here yet, but you know my man. You know, he always makes it here in time. Yo, here we go. Mr. Tony Barbados is here with us right now. All right, y'all. And so we're going to actually get started on the show with just, and because the queen isn't here, that's her normal thing and what she does today. I'm actually sat in and found out what I'm going to do for the question of the day. And our question of today, let me go see here and find out our question. Our question of the day, and it was at our friend here, Mr. Tony Barbados, is the Perfect Storm gave us a question today. And how do you feel about prenups? How do you feel about prenups? And now, because Tony brought it to our attention, we're gonna let Tony give us our idea of how do you feel, Tony, about prenups?
I feel in this day and time, a prenup, regardless if it's a man or a woman, is needed
It's
because
needed.
people really don't understand what true love or love really is anymore.
Mm.
So decision making now is a lot about sex that you should have held yourself to so you can have the love first.
You know what? Yeah, and I see this whole generation. I think they actually feel like sex is actually as a prenup itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has to be itself right. And I've made mistakes of being in something for a long time just because of sex, and sex was not going to keep us together. It's just
Right.
the way it is. It just don't work like that. So, y'all, this is the question of the day. Our question of the day is basically saying, how do you feel about prenups? And last show, I could not get us to work for us, but now I do have it working. And I'm gonna leave you with this little teaser here, and then we come back. When we come back, then I'm actually gonna go ahead and go into but I should leave the question up there so people can start thinking about it. How do you feel about prenups? Please look in our system, friends, family, acquaintance, social media, interact with us, all right, and tell us how you feel. How do you feel about a prenup? Now, last time I couldn't get it on there, and we're going to talk more about it this time in this show here. But this time, this show, look, y'all, look at this one. Yo, I know it made people have cried, people's feeling it, and the feelings about how this made them feel. And when I found out that actually the woman who's actually singing that is Tim's, a female that I've been loving for a minute, has been done a couple of songs. So I decided we're gonna start today's show with that song. I'm gonna start with "No Woman No Cry" done by Tim's. That's gonna get us started. And when you get back here, I've kind of changed up a little bit on things. So we're gonna come back with need to know news. Okay, need to know news, because when we start doing local and national news, I was getting a little depressed myself. I ain't gonna lie. So now this is an opportunity for us to actually just focus on need to know news, stuff that you might need to really actually know, and then going forward. So right now, I'm gonna give you a little piece of Tim's, singing her song, and then we'll be back. No,
You,
no need
you,
to know news.
I don't know nothing about.
So what now?
I don't know nothing about Tim's. I've just heard about
Yo,
Tim's.
man, look,
I don't listen or watch anything. I'm a primitive man. I keep it simple. So
you on it. I mean, I'm not saying you're right on it. This is the funny thing about it. I called my best friend in DC, and he was like, "Yo, you need to hear this girl," and he played her whole album. Like, oh, and then I heard the song we all know. Oh my God, I forgot it. Essence, the song we all know that song. We've been playing it. I didn't know that was her the whole time. Body,
I don't know.
body. Yeah, but anyway, if you don't know
I
the
don't
song,
listen to nothing.
y'all,
So
I
I've
can't.
only seen posts about Tim's. I haven't heard not one thing. I just found out that you just told me that was Tim's. The name is everywhere. The name is everywhere. I'll
Yeah,
give her
yeah,
that. But
it's
I don't know
everywhere.
nothing about
And
this.
she's from
That's my
Nigeria.
question.
She's from Nigeria. She just won an
That's
award
sexy.
this past. She's amazing. I mean, but she's been in front of our face the whole time, and I just didn't even notice her. So I got to give that girl credit. That was and then when I heard that her no, that was gonna be inspirational anyway. The way the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer was gonna be it, but for to be her voice and her doing her thing, that was I was like, oh wow, wow. And then they had to through Kendrick Lamar at the end of that. So it was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. And so in turn,
Wow.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big, 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 big fan. Y'all, hey, I see that most more of the team has popped up in here. And while we on our break, I might as well throw him in here. We got Mr. Royalty, my brother in here.
Mr.
And
Big On.
and the person came at the right time, okay, Mr. Troy G, because before we get the
Hey,
need to know
Troy.
news, he need to be here. So I'm glad he has made his way. What's up, my brothers?
What's happening, y'all? What's happening, fellas?
Chilling, pimping.
And we're missing the Queen, but if y'all didn't hear her at the beginning of the show, we have her new intro. So in turn, Queen is still here with us. You know what
That
I'm saying?
intro sexy.
Is
Yeah,
it?
man.
Yeah.
Boy, it's sexy. It's sexy. It's sexy, y'all. It's sexy. Bro, how you feeling
Did,
today?
did you play it so everybody can hear it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can play it again. Well, I know I can't play it now, but I'll play it in a minute here so everybody can hear it. Because when we get back on the show, I mean, I don't mind playing it again. I mean, and actually, I think it chopped it off at the beginning of the show anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and I play it again for everybody so everybody can make sure to hear it. Because I think Tim's is about to end, and then we get into need to know news, and then we know we got a little bit more of Queen anyway. Queen, I know you're watching, and if you're not, I'm expecting you to show up and someone just pop in like you did in the other show, like, oh, we wait for you, and you showed up. So I'm gonna keep looking down at the bottom for those specials to see if she makes sure she's gonna be here. Tim's No Woman No Cry is playing right now on Little Riley Radio if you're listening to us over there. And also, I want to throw this on the here right here. I had this ready for everybody. I gotta put it up here. Yes, everybody's gone. Yes, log into claimyourthrone.org and subscribe, and you'll win a complimentary presidential suite on the night of your choosing. Please check that out. Song's about to end, y'all. Let's get back on the show.
Oh, that sounds good. I might have to change my name in there.
That sounds sexy.
Hey, Kings and Queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Riley Radio with the Royal Truth. And that was No Woman, No Cry by Tim's from Marvel's Black Panther Wakanda Forever. If y'all didn't know, that was her at the beginning of that song. And now, actually, I did this on, if you're watching us, of course, if you're watching us now on Twitter or either on YouTube or on Facebook, because we're on all channels at this point, man, streaming all live. It's a border is saying log on to claimyourthrone.org and subscribe and win a complimentary presidential suite on the night of your choosing. We'll be giving this out, I believe it's been set now for November 12th. Actually at the Royal Thanksgivings when that's going to be given. So please go ahead and subscribe out to us and take part in it. But now, y'all, we got to go into our need to know news. And I need to know news is this, because I had to make sure this article here, and that's why I'm so glad, Mr. Troy G. So I'm gonna make sure we should put this face up really big at the beginning of this. I read all this, and yet I understand why my brother said what he said and felt the way he did. They said monkeypox cases can affect anyone, according to experts. But if you continue to read the article, it did say a little bit of bottom line monkeypox outbreak in Africa was not concentrated among gay men, unlike any other parts of the world. But, okay, let's jump over here. And it said the outbreak of the viral disease has been reported in 78 countries, mostly in Europe. 98% of those cases outside of the country in Africa were epidemics that were reported men who had sex with other men. So 98% of those cases outside of Africa were considered to be cases that were men having sex with other men. And so in turn, I can see how that stigmatism actually came about. I can see that because of that information. But at the same time, no, it's not actually supposed to be, because I know there's some women, and I believe if I go back there, it did say something about it was 50 to 60, 60 men and no, yeah, 60% men and 40% women. So Need to know news. Need to know news, y'all. Watch your sheets, clean your ass, clean your hands. Do everything you need to do to make sure that you're not passing COVID or
That's
monkeypox,
bull.
you
Well,
know, to anyone else. And keep monkeys out of your life. I mean, I'm just trying to help you out in
I
whatever
ain't gonna
aspect you
keep no
can.
monkey out of my life. That's bull. I'm gonna get
Why
every
not?
monkey
Why can't
that
you
I
keep the
can
monkeys
get
out your life,
myself.
man? Why can't you keep the monkeys out your life?
Cause sometimes monkey is good for you. The
Monkeys.
pox, I don't do the pox, but I do the monkeys. And
right,
I'm gonna tell you right
right.
now, Africa has never been a place that any of these, let me say it the right way, plagues have come from. We gonna say Africa, we wanted to put it on Africa, but they did the same little bull, I can say that, about AIDS.
Yeah.
The same mess that they trying to put out on this. It's the same cycle. It's a cycle.
And
They gonna
I don't
program the
think it was
future.
ever cleared up to say if
It
they
was
say
never that.
it was made to actually to get rid of homosexuals. That's
Right.
technically
It
what it
ain't.
was.
It's not about that. It's just the fact that I'm not for or against. I'm just saying, stop putting it on people that you don't have to worry about. Stop
Mhm.
saying that it comes it homosexual. I'm tired of hearing that everybody doing it, hunching.
Okay.
Ain't that the way I can say that on it? Hunching, hoochie coochie. Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody's hoochie coochie.
Hmm.
Ain't no way you just gonna tell me that the same hoochie coochie only coming from these sexual acts.
Can
No,
be. No.
it's not.
Can you
So what
explain
you're
those
trying to do
40%,
is
those 40% of those women? You gotta explain that if you say
right.
that.
Well, see,
Bro, look at
Regardless
my
of how we
email.
try to
I know a
sugarcoat and
couple
say
of the
it's a
women.
man, if the women have it, there's 3% of them men is helping out. And they just doing to the women. So them men, yeah, you can tell me all you want to is just homosexual men or
Well,
however they try to sugarcoat
I
it.
know for a fact it was on Instagram. The women said they got it from their men that were down low. So now we have to count that some of the women that are getting it from down low brothers.
I don't think it's that because what you're telling me is that it's some form of a disease. That is it a STD or is
Well,
it
that's
just
what actually. I mean, it probably could be classified as that it's spreadable by sex, but I mean, I don't know if it's actual. That's the only
What's up,
because you
Queen?
can get it through
right?
the air, you can get it through touch,
Hey
Right.
guys.
So it's not a
True thing.
STD,
You've come
right?
right?
into the Royal
But it
True
can be
Crime
transmitted.
on
So
Little Raleigh radio
But
station.
is it a
Starring Reese
STD?
Royal, Tony
The reason I'm
Barbadillo,
asking because
Royal
when you
King,
say
and yours
homosexual,
truly.
you're putting
I
it
am
on that
Pamela.
sexual act.
right,
So
right,
unless it's a STD, you're trying to control the narrative.
right,
Mm.
right,
That's how I see it. I'm not against or for. I'm a neutral guy. Live your life, enjoy your life. But I don't like when you try to place blame
right.
on
Put
a
it
situation that don't make sense to logical people.
Well, that's why I actually found that article and it made sense to me too. Because when he said that, it threw me off last show, and I wanted to find out more information, especially when I watched those those cases jump from 3 to 297 over a certain amount, about a month and a half. So that seemed excessive. But Queen, if you just got in, just let you know we Tony came with a question of the day. How do you feel about prenups? And that has actually been our question for the day so far. But we got to need to know news, as well as just mentioning about the fact that monkeypox was found not to be focused on homosexuals. Yet, a lot of the cases came from homosexuals in Africa, and yet 98% of the cases outside of Africa have been men who have had sex with other men. So I have to say, you have to admit why, even though experts say it isn't, it
I
could
can
be
tell you
understand
why.
why it went to that, it came to that conclusion.
Can I tell you
Right,
why,
Raya?
Reese?
Please say
Can I tell
something.
you why, Reese, they always put it
is
on the
there.
homosexual world?
Why
The
you say
reason
that?
they always put it on the homosexual world because that's the only world that no one can touch. So we have to accept it as so. You can't say the straight man did it. You can't say the straight man woman did it. You can't say the bisexual woman did it. All that. But if you put it on the homosexual man, no one can touch that because then you get the LBG. That's where it comes. No one cares about the two women. Everybody, homosexuality only cares about two men. So let's keep it 100. If we keep it 100, the reason you say homosexual men because no one's going to question it because you can't in this day and time. It makes it so,
You feel
regardless of
like a lot of controversial and you'd be canceled or something like that? Is that what you're
right. No
saying?
one's going to touch it because if
Yeah,
you touch it, they're going to censor you.
You can. Well, I don't think you can touch anything LGBT right now.
Right.
It's a wrap.
But right.
Think
Yeah.
if you mention anything, it's in a negative light of
Me.
anybody in that community. It's cancel culture for a fact because they so sensitive.
I
It's like
mean, and yeah, I get in trouble
you can
because
talk
I
about
forget all the letters, and I
yeah,
say LBG, I
right,
gotta remember letters. So I
right.
know, forgive me. I mean, it's just the fact is a lot of letters that was brought in there, and that made it very confusing. No
I can't spell it.
disrespect. It just been very, very confusing. Y'all, I'm at least gonna jump into another topic because I told you I was gonna keep this show on this road, even though I don't have a production manager to do that for me. I want to try to keep these things ongoing and moving fast
Shade.
as it needs to be.
So it's
But
shade,
y'all, I
Queen.
met what? I'm sorry, Tony.
Already, I noticed that, Troy. I
Okay,
noticed
I'm
that.
just making sure you noticed it.
I'm sorry. I missed something. Did I miss something again? I missed something last show too. What did I miss? What did I miss?
See,
What did I...
see, shade again. It's just it's damn. It's a tree in here right now, but it's cool.
Troy, I'm glad HR brought you back as the production manager. I'm
No,
glad to see you back.
I haven't come back. I wasn't even invited to this show. Let me.
Oh,
I had to come
Ooh, okay.
and
oh,
say
I'm getting attacked unfairly in a way y'all just don't know, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go and go here now. American treasure, y'all. I love this woman. I love this woman so much from so many years, from Sanford and Son to A Different World. I mean, in Matrix, it was the only person I feel that could take the place of the female who was in there originally, and we lost Miss Mary Alice. Okay, Miss Mary
Wow.
Alice has passed away. I mean, Letty from A Different World, and I think
Wow.
Frances. She was actually Fred Sanford's sister, Frances Victor on Sanford and Son, and she's passed an Emmy and Tony Award winning, which I didn't know all of that about her. Okay, known for a role, of course, as Letty, and of course, Different World, and Effie. On what's what it says on a musical. I'm sorry, on the some kind of musical, 1976 musical, Sparkle. Okay, I need my glasses. So she's been a icon through this industry for a very long time. And I did find some words that Miss Viola Davis said to her, and it's kind of covered up for y'all, but I will try to read it out. You were the greatest actress. Thank you for all your work, inspirations. Rose, I think she played Rose in Godspeed Queen. And also everybody knows her last for The Matrix. But yes, Miss Mary Alice has gone at the age of 80. Who's familiar with her? Who can say anything about her?
I loved her.
You
That's what
did?
caught me off guard. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really did catch me off guard because I was a different world fanatic. I was into that black. I'm into Black Power and the unification thing. So a different world was one of my number one shows.
Okay.
And I'm a Fred Sanford guy because my name actually originates from a Fred Sanford episode, my real name. So
Yeah,
it's a
that's good.
lot that I feel about that happened today.
Okay. And Queen, you familiar with Miss Mary Alice? I mean, wait,
yeah.
I mean,
I mostly know her from the Different World. Like I remember her on episodes of Sanford and Son, but Different World is where I remember her from.
yeah, Letty. And no one cannot forget who Letty was. Everyone knows who Letty was. And Troy G. I
Yes.
mean, with the he's here. I mean, you always with the facts. Do you know anything about Miss Mary Alice that we haven't spoke of?
No, I think you've done great in representing her well. She was an amazing actress, amazing icon in the industry. Just very sad to see her go. We're losing our
Yeah,
icons. We lost Bill
right.
Russell. We
Yeah.
lost, Mary Alice. They're just dwindling away. But
And two other ones I didn't mention, I do know that happened this week. Just happened. Olivia Newton-John just passed away at the age of 72, 73, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. And the guy from Magnum PI, he passed away as well. This past week. I didn't put the information up there, not because they weren't impactful, but I was trying to like simmer it down a little bit more on what I share on the show. And
you
Mary
saying Tom
Alice.
Selleck?
So what now?
You saying Tom Selleck?
No. The black guy, what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name.
He played. What was his character name? Dang.
I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember what his name was. That's why I didn't mess with it, but I still, I mean, it's hard to go out because he was the only black one on that show.
Hold up, he passed. Wow, I
Yes.
know it. Oh man,
Was
He
it
was
was
in
it
a car
MT?
crash.
Are you serious? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so he was in a car crash and he kind of died from his injuries of the car
oh
crash.
man.
Wow. So
Because I
because
just read that today.
That's how I know that was a pretty good show.
and that man, that's what I'm saying. He was kind of healthy. What I'm saying, and he
Right.
was on Fred Sanford as well. As a matter of fact, if I
Right.
speak on it, he was on Fred Sanford. So yeah, all of these individuals, man, they going
Oh
to
yeah. Um, TC is what he played.
TC. That's I do
Yeah.
See, yeah.
His name
TC
is his
TC.
real name is Roger Mosley.
Mosley, that's it. Yes.
Okay. And I mean, going out there, and this, I mean, anyone, he jumped out of the light. He wasn't, in the scene for after Magnum P, as far as I know, and didn't see him doing anything else after that. So, but again, we got such a miss. Let me go back to my focus on this. Mention Miss Mary Alice. I mean, like I said, I think I have some. Did I have more information on it? No, I didn't have it. Go ahead. What you say now?
I said definitely put Bill Russell up.
Oh
Right.
yes,
The
11
goat,
time,
The
champion
goat.
winner.
Go.
Yes,
Talk about
yes, a go. Yes, you got
Right.
it. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. That was one, but that was the thing, y'all. But if you notice me changing these things, it's because it was always so much news, but it's always seemed like they said so much bad news to give, and so I gotta pick and choose your battle on what you want to share as far as information. So
Well,
go ahead.
let's say this, Reese. It depends. That's the problem with our America. We look at everything, we're programmed to look at everything as a bad event. Just like with the lady that just passed. She did a lot of great things for us and with us also. She was one
Yeah,
of the reasons a lot of us actually believed in the Black Power thing with a different world because she was an OG. We
yeah,
keep remember, we got to remember
yes, she
just
was.
even in death, the greatness of them passing on. Sometimes they passed on because their time they done did what they needed to do.
And she did a
And
lot. She
we
did a
supposed to
lot.
take that. Right.
Yeah,
She did a lot.
she did a lot. She left a legacy. I mean, and like I said, she in my heart, because every role she was impactful. She was like a great aunt in a
Always.
different world, and
Mhm.
she was that sister who she was married to a white man, and that's why Fred had a problem with her. But she just had a good spirit about herself. So and she always played. I mean, and being Oracle on the Matrix. I mean, what else can
Oracle,
you
right.
say? She was Oracle on
Was the
Matrix. So
she
it
was a
is what
good
it is.
Oracle, right.
She definitely is that. So y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back, of course, with what I've changed now to just entertainment and everything Marvel. Because in sense of it, for the rest of the year, I'm gonna be like everything Marvel. All we do for the rest of the daggone year. So y'all expect that. But I want to go back to this song because I've been listening to it. No, it came to my mind this week, and since it came to my mind, I decided to play it. And while I was waiting for my team to get here, I started playing it in the studio by myself. So now I'm gonna let y'all hear it over there on that other end. Like I said, if you're on littlerileyradio.org, you can actually go and hear the song right now. If you're not, listen on your own time, pay attention to us because don't disappear on us. And like we said a few minutes ago, log on to claimyourthroat.org and subscribe to win a complimentary presidential suite on the night of your choosing. And right now, we're gonna give a little bit of. I love this song. We're gonna leave a little Ponder Replay by Rihanna. Okay, we'll be right back.
Everybody's
The
okay.
first time, are you looking for a healthy snack? Try Omega Snacks.
Are you the come on there? Are you the our sponsor? We're being sponsored by what kind of snacks are those?
Power up.
Power up. What's in there? Tell us what's. I can't. You
Bird
gotta put it back.
seed,
You like an old man. You're putting the thing away from the
a bunch of bird
screen.
seed and
Trying to.
bran
Walnut.
Oh, I
and
see. You messed up.
fibers.
I don't like walnuts. I cannot stand
I
walnuts.
just
I do
had my
not.
spinach. I just had my spinach shake.
I had
Well,
spinach yesterday, bro.
I just breathed a lot of fresh air, so that's the closest I get to healthy.
In Henderson.
That's the whole point. I'm in Henderson. I'm lucky I can breathe fresh air.
Yeah, you said fresh air. That was I was questioning in that
And
part
that's
of
fruit here.
it. Really? Mm-mm.
Believe it.
Well,
I just
y'all,
saw somebody get caught up with the police and he done shot up the whole projects.
man, and if you that's another reason why I changed the need to the news because you took my shots. I just on the local news, I could have been the teen party that two people got shot at. Another place over here, this man ended up getting shot. And this news right here, y'all, while we have this break here, I can tell y'all this news right here. 61 NC stores got fined for overcharging customers. 61 North Carolina stores. got fined and had to be paid those fines for overcharging customers. Now, of course, I researched this to find out exactly where it was. It's in Charlotte, so it's not here. But yeah, yes, they got they got fined for overcharging people. I mean, and I really want to know how it, how that
What
whole
was they
story.
overcharging for? Cigarettes?
It wasn't clear of the store. I clicked this on here only because I saw it on my way here, and I want to go
Yeah.
read the article because I emailed it to myself so I can actually go read it afterwards and find out. But yeah, I mean, they
I
got
don't think that's possible.
what you mean? I
Who
mean,
who counts that bad?
who counts what?
Who counts that bad? Like if I walk in the
Everybody at the grocery store. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like if I
Everybody.
walk in the store and I see iced tea that costs $7-8, I'm just not gonna pick that up. I'm not gonna pick that up. So let's just say they overpriced. Okay, but let's say you're in the hood and they just scan it. They tell you what it is. I mean, how does that happen? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I will gladly get more information on the store. I didn't get to read it to find out exactly what is the reason how they got overcharged and how they got found out and how they ended up having to pay a fine for it. So there's
I thought it was cigarettes.
The ATF will send people into those stores. They send them into the liquor stores. They send them in convenience stores, not only to check if you're IDing, but to check and see if you're pricing things right, as well as the Shell and BP. They go into gas stations and check and see if what you're charging for gas. If you got your pumps right.
I agree.
So
but I think it's still
a regulator goes around. A regulator.
I think it's cigarettes, man.
Well, see, I mean, if I get on a break and I can, it's kind of hard for me to get away to do it. I'll check it. Upon the replay is about to end. But I'll find out more. But yes, 61 stores. I just wanted to find out where. And yes, it was in Charlotte. So hold on a second.
Can I tell you why I think it's cigarettes, Reese? Because black people buy Newports, and they took the menthol out of Newports.
Hey, Kings and Queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Riley Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was Ponder Replay by Rihanna, one of my favorite songs. One when she was 15 years old, and now she has a little baby herself. It's wild to watch that baby become a grown lady. And as you were gone, y'all, we were talking about in Charlotte. We're in Raleigh. I'm in Raleigh. Let's remind you, I'm in Raleigh. And the Queen is out there in the Winston-Salem area, Greensboro, vicinity. And then, of course, Tony Barbados is in Henderson. My brother is in Maryland, Capitol Heights area. And I mean, and Troy is around the corner from me. So we're the both ones here representing Raleigh in this area. But these stores are in Charlotte. So they'll be fine. But it makes me want to go check because I don't see how it could be just confined to one place. And Tony has a point because it could possibly be, we want to find out what it is and how it could be cigarettes. But yeah, that's the thing. As you travel up, you can travel from $6 to $7 for your cigarettes or normal pay cigarettes here. And as you go up 12 to 15, as you go up towards New York. So
it's not even that. It's not that. Let's say this. Newports they're being manufactured in Greensboro. Okay, they're manufactured in Greensboro. They used to have menthol in them. They no longer have menthol.
I heard about that.
They took the menthol out. So what has happened is black people, that's their cigarette. They stopped buying Newports because it's pointless to smoke a cigarette that don't have the only thing that you want in it. So now the Cools, the Salems, the OG cigarettes, the Cools, the Salems, and the Pall Malls with menthol, the prices for some reason are going up. Why? They supposed to have been $5 and $6, but because everyone's going to buy them, now you can't make the money off of Newports. So the stores got to make the money that they would have been making off of Newports because they thought black folks were stupid. So they say, "Oh, we're gonna buy a bunch of Newports," and found ain't nobody buying Newports no more.
They slipped that by me because somebody showed that to me and said, "Hey, there's no more menthol in the Newports," and I'm like, I mean, it's still green. I thought it was menthol. I honestly did not know that was the difference.
It even says it on it. It don't have.
I know. But see, I never even paid attention. That menthol was always at the bottom, right in white lighting under the green.
Yeah, you got to pay attention. Yeah, they pay attention to that.
So it still says menthol and still green.
But did it taste different?
Way different.
Does anyone know?
Way different.
way different. I mean, Queen. I'll admit the blacks, y'all, but I ain't gonna be anything else on that. But y'all, let's go into actually, and this is entertainment. Like to say the adjustment I made now is just entertainment. And entertainment, I brought this up only because the article is intriguing how they witness, and this is a mixed bag, a true mixed bag here. Okay, fans call for Marvel now Black Panther boycott at the biggest attack on in MC history. And I was like, what you mean by the biggest attack on MC history? As I read the article, these are individuals who just do not like the fact that you're going to try to kill off T'Challa because Chadwick died. They understand Chadwick
Exactly.
died, but they do not
Real comic.
understand how we have to kill the fact that T'Challa was going to take over where Tony Stark, where Doctor Strange were, and he was going to be the actual running of the whole MCU from that point on.
Mm,
And with them losing him, they have went another direction and they
mm.
decided to keep his memory. How do all of you feel about that? I mean, I already know what Tony is on it now. Bro, because you've been kind of quiet sitting there showing flexing arms. What's your feelings on that situation? Do you feel we should do that or not?
Honestly, with the tragic situation that we had with Chadwick, God rest his soul, but I thought we should keep Black Panther going. I mean, I really did. I mean,
Okay.
they recast a lot of other members in a lot of other movies. I just thought it was a big enough. I mean, somebody with some hard shoes to fill, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we should have kept it going. We should have kept it going. They could have found somebody and still honored Chadwick in some way, um, but at least keep the character of Black Panther going.
Mm-hmm.
With this multiverse
Of
thing that
T'Challa,
you just did,
that is.
I see that makes more sense too. But I mean, I don't want to take over that quick. The Queen, what is your take on that? Should we honor him like this or what? I can't hear you, babe.
Can't hear you.
Sorry. Araya screaming in the background. Sorry. I don't see the reason for the boycott. I really honestly I don't mind the way how the movie is going. I understand a lot of people wanted his character to remain, but if you say even if they put somebody else in that character, would it even been the same because he's not here? Nobody else does it better than him. So to
We
me, it's
can't
just
say that though, Queen. I'm
It's
but
the
biased
who else
too.
would have
thing
done it
though.
better than him? Like for him not to be in that position anymore, he's gone. So if you put
It's
somebody in that position,
I,
would people really look
I
at
different.
him
won't.
like the same?
No, it's
They
deeper
won't
than that. They
initially.
trying
They
to
won't
keep it
initially.
with the comic. They don't
I
want to change the
I'm
comic
a,
book for what it is. Like,
right. I'm gonna give you a good example, and nobody died in this. So look at all the Batman movies. They done had 85,000 different Batmans,
tell
and
That's true.
tell.
each time, like I thought Christian Bale was the best Batman.
Nope.
I mean, you
Mm,
had
Michael
Val
Keaton.
Kilmer. You
no.
had Val Kilmer. I'm like, no. Then you had Ben Affleck. You had Michael Keaton, and he like 2 foot tall. I'm like,
Hey man,
Um,
stop hating on us.
I'm short too, so I mean, I ain't hating. I mean, I'm 2 foot 11. So you know, but they did good jobs.
Right.
And you can't say that somebody, whoever their replacement was, couldn't have did a better job.
Yeah, we
Yes,
would
he did
never
an
really get to
awesome,
know.
awesome performance, but we will
Right.
never know now.
We
Right.
really will never get to know, and that's kind of unfair part about it. We really won't know. I feel this. I feel everyone's feelings, but this is where I'm at with it. I think we all, as soon as he passed away, did not want to replace him. We felt it would be disrespectful, but we also got to play in play to take this in play that you see how long it is to take them to finally get the movie out, and we're at a better place with. I'm actually at a better place with it now than I was back then, and personally, that's where I am with them on it. It's because this I want MCU is going. It's not gonna stop. And Black Panther should have been part of it. The original Black Panther. It was gonna go to Shuri at some point, but it should be a Black Panther, even if it was just one more. And there are actors that I feel who could have really filled those roles
Mm-hmm.
and filled that role and surprised us with their take on it. Because I had to warm up to Chadwick. Okay, I love Chadwick and so many other things, but I had to warm up to him in this particular role because I didn't actually see him, but he did surprise me with what he did. And I do have a surprise for you all today because I told you I finally got it on there and I started the show this way. You all, real quick, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I'd love to be the one to bring this to you. If you have seen it, this scene right here touches everybody. Let's just take a moment for this, and then after that, I'm actually probably play some music and get to the announcements. But check this out real quick, y'all. Now, y'all, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm excited about
I'm
that.
kind of.
I
Huh?
can't wait.
I'm still kind of pissed though.
Well,
Why?
I can't wait. I can't wait either, Tony. However, I do. I'm like you, Tony, in this aspect. I kind of do wish they would have kept it, to stick to the storyline because true
Right,
comic book fans want to see that storyline acted
right.
out in real life.
Right.
Because it's
Um,
significant.
Yeah.
right. I mean, so I can see. I'm not saying they should have boycott or
Right,
anything like that, but I can see their point, and I can see people
right.
being upset.
See, Roy T. The issue that people are trying to play around when they say replace, it has nothing to do with replacing him. It's what they're doing to the quote unquote character that they're going to replace him with. They could, like
Hmm.
we say, we could put a whole person to play him. They're not even going to do that. They're just going to cancel him completely out, do the woman empowerment thing, and however they're going to do it. Because how are you going to kill him off in the movie, first of all? How are we going to get him to be gone, to not be Black Panther in this? Which means you're
Well,
going to take away from the book, from the comic
I
book.
think this movie is going to be impactful with the way that Furious, Fast and Furious was.
Yes, I was just about to say,
I
his brother. His
Yeah,
brother, they said his brother looked like him.
I feel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just feel that he's going to be impactful like that because he's going to end up being just like everybody went to see that movie with Paul not being in it. They're going to see it. So this boycott thing, I think that's real, but I also think that it's not going to be as effective as they believe it will be because due to the fact that people want to know exactly how they've left that mystery enough that we're going to want to know how he's going to end up being passing and how the torch and where the torch is going to actually go. But y'all, I
And
want
they
to give.
and
Go
they
ahead.
should have and they
They're
should have
missing too many
you
points for him to
you
be
you and
gone.
you and I talked about this a while ago too, bro. When they killed Killmonger,
Right,
if some way, form, or fashion, because Michael B. Jordan is an awesome, awesome actor.
right.
If they
Right.
could have somehow brought him back, and now he had a change of heart, he's good. He could have took the throne of Black Panther.
And
That would have
Roy
been
T.
something we all would have accepted too. That's something we all would
Roy
have
So
T.
I
accepted.
mean, it's like the biggest issue is that his sister's the one that is taking it over. So
Right.
what, I mean, what would be the difference if? What would be the difference if Michael, whatever his name, took over versus his sister?
Well,
Because
okay,
of
I'm
the
gonna tell you this,
significance.
Queen, and I get where you're going. You're saying that it seems to me like you're saying we don't want it to be a female to be
That's not what it
the
is.
Black Panther. However, Siri is going to take over. I just want to
Right.
see the storyline from the comics because she's
Right. Right.
eventually
Right.
going
She
to take
does.
over, just not right now.
Yeah,
Now.
So I
she's
don't have a
supposed to
problem
take
with her
over.
taking over.
She is
I mean, I
supposed to.
understand that, but have any of the Marvel movies actually went by the comics?
That's the point. The reason
Not really.
my issue with comic
Not
and
completely.
doing
Loose, very loosely.
they're appeasing
Yeah.
those who don't have nothing to do with comic books. Period. We're trying to make them people happy. They look against
You
comic
said
books.
that last time. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure because I want to make sure I use these things here real quick. We're gonna go into now and if I got it up here.
At the box office.
Yes, at the box office. Love it.
Listen.
Yeah, so y'all, here we are with the box office. I have to get ready to put these things in separate folders so they do work well. But Brad Pitt is at number one this week with Bullet Train hitting at $30.1 million. I Want to See number two, which was number one last week. DC's League of Super Pets has I think The Rock in it, has Kevin Hart in it. Again, I mean, looks like it's very funny, so I'm looking forward to trying to see that. I am going to also try to see Nope, with which is did very well and is still holding very strong. We see what's at number 4, Thor: Love and Thunder. We're gonna act like we didn't discuss this right now, and then go into number 5 and say Minions, the Rise of Gru. Is it Gru? Yeah, I guess it's Gru. All right, so if Bullet Train, I am going to try to see this weekend. By the time we come back for our show on the 22nd, I will be able to tell you what of it, because I'm a Brad Pitt fan. Like my brother, I think is Tom Cruise. I'm a Brad Pitt fan.
I know. I told you if I had to be a white man, I'd be Brad Pitt. But
I'll be
I'm
Sean
not going.
Connery.
Sean Connery. Hey, he's smooth though. Sean Connery
I'm
is smooth.
man.
I am not going to go back one screen, bro. I'm not going to see Love and Thunder. I will watch the previews to Bullet Train for 2 hours straight before I go see Love and Thunder.
That's a smart man right there.
Well, y'all, I'm trying to act like it didn't happen and let it be that. That's what I mean. I'm honestly not trying to even care about what happened.
Did you see it, Troy G? What you think about it?
I have heard so much bad about it. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going.
Good idea.
Smarter than
idea.
You should still watch it so you can have your own opinion, Troy, because you might actually like it.
When it's loaded,
You know what time it is.
They had
It's
Rock
time for the
saying that
royal
they was
announcement.
having a Rock daddy and his Rock daddy.
Y'all didn't the quote.
Rock.
I got it ready yet. There you go.
Okay, you got it ready? Okay, go ahead.
It's time for the royal announcement.
Yes, right. And it's right now, like I
You
said.
know what time it is. It's time for the royal announcement.
All right, y'all. And now we're going to actually give y'all a little royal announcements now of what's going on actually for the rest of the month of August here. And the month of August here, first thing on August 12th, you're going to see Love and Laughter at the House with my special guest headlining that night, Seti P. Wally L. He's amazing. He's a spoken word and he's an artist. Has a song out right now called Gorilla and Stand By Music. Stand By Music is going to be handling the stage, and I will be hosting this show as well. And so be with us in Durham, Love and Laughter at the House, August 12th. And on the follow-up that next, Queen.
So guys, it's this Saturday, Richard Runway is coming back for the summer takeover edition. I'm excited because me and my sister is back doing these shows in honor of my mom. So to come back and to actually be able to go home and do it is just exciting for me. So this Saturday, doors open up at 7. From 7 to 11, we will have vendors. We will have live performers. Reese Royal is one of our performers. We will have giveaways at the door as well as many, many giveaways through the night. Please come out and support. It's all free. We just collecting school supplies for a much needed family. I've already linked up with the neighborhood around here that we're going to do a back to school party for the kids in that neighborhood, and we'll be giving out the school supplies there. So come out, have fun. We're going to just enjoy it. So if you have never been, this is going to be an excitement. If you've been before, then you know how much fun we have.
Yes, you will. And enjoy yourself with seeing awesome fashion, a little bit of music, and a lot of love. That's something that's part of our stand back. And here, we're mad as hell. And actually on August 19th, Reese Royal, I will open up the show and do my only concert for this whole entire year. I'm doing a nice little segment of at least 6 or 7 of my own tracks, opening up the Mad as Hell comedy show. Please come, go to Eventbrite to get your tickets, $20 at the door. My show starts at 9. The comedy show starts at 9:30 if you want to support. And on as well, Love and Laughter at Pier 34 and England AF Takeover on August 27th. And that I am so happy to mention. If you look up in the corner there, my baby brother, Jay Hyde, is going to surprise us with a performance, and we're going to finally sing our song together out there at Pier 34 on August 27th. The show starts at 9. It is actually 8 on Eventbrite, 10 at the door. And last but not least, Tony B.
Yeah, I'm on that show. That's August the 31st. Me and Mr. Retarded, Hugh Baby, that's the headliner. He's stupid. With Reese Royal as a host. Y'all gonna enjoy yourself. Don't come there to laugh. Come there to enjoy yourself and hurt your stomachs.
And see y'all, and that actually, and Wally L is going to be part of that show too. Just got to mention here, y'all. He's, like I said, he wears so many different hats. So in turn, yes, Wally L will be there. And as I love this, the production team putting this together. Here we go with
That was your royal announcement.
right.
Listen
And
to it
so-
again.
Let's do it anyway.
That was your royal announcement.
Jesus.
All right, you all. And so, like I said,
Wait,
all right.
voice.
All right, y'all. We're going to have fun with those. I can't wait to continue to use all that. But as you said, ending our show here, we did it exactly. Yes, 45 minutes. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And now, as we want to end the show, as we always do, we always have our last words. But let me also want to throw this up here because we're going to have some great merch for you coming soon. But right now, you can go to claimyourthrone.org and hit shop and check out the Reese Royal Hippie Soul shirt and get that as well. We're going to have new shirts for Love and Laughter, the Royal Truth radio show. Yo, I mean, it's going to be a whole new plethora of different merch for you to pick up. And we'll be showing it here as well if you want to catch it. But at this point here, we're going to let, since Tony is our, Troy is our special guest host today. Troy, what is your last words for us for today before we leave out?
I don't have any.
You don't have any. So anything, I don't have anything is your word. And so he doesn't have anything, but that means you need to work for something when you don't have shit. So that's what we need to learn from Mr. Tony, from Troy today, because he's saying he don't have anything. Okay, and we're gonna leave him be with that. Okay, Tony B, you have any words for us real quick?
Yeah, okay, I'll say this. Y'all know I'm always giving you the most problems. I'ma say this for the streets, because I'm the street. Sneaky links mean we don't care nothing about you except that.
Okay, that sounds cool. But I guess, but true.
That's why it's a sneaky link.
Royalty, what do you have for us, sir?
Well, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. I always got a quote, bro. So when one must, one can. Take it as you will.
Simple and sweet. Queen, take us home. You're our last words of the day, and I'll give it the last song for the night.
So the word for the week is elevation. So whatever you do, just remember that you can go higher, whether or not it's your job, whatever your title is, you can elevate. Always work harder to get to where you're going. Never let anybody doubt you, and do not let nobody stop you. So if nobody have not told you that they love you this week, the Royal Truth team love you until 2 weeks from now.
Yes, August 22nd. Y'all, peace and
see you at the Rip the Runway, everybody.
Yes, everybody. Yes, and like you said, make it out Southern Pines. You need information, you know how to contact us. We'll let you know how to get in there. All right, August 12th, August 13th. Come check us out.